Hey, what makes a drawing good to you? Is it the accuracy? The style? The emotion? Maybe it's the details. Well, if you're ready to improve the quality of your drawings in any of these areas, it's time to learn how to really use a pencil. Welcome to part 3 of my Drawing for Beginners series, everyone. I'm Artifacts. The ways you hold your drawing tool and the motions you use to make your marks can greatly enhance your finished piece. Let's try out some new pencil grips so you can start improving those drawings immediately. Alright, first, grab a pencil and hold it as if you're ready to draw. 2B if you've got it, otherwise any pencil will do. Chances are you're holding it this way, in a handwriting position known as the tripod grip. This grip is great for fine details because of the control you have with your fingertips so close to the lead, and your palm gets added support from the paper's surface. Now, forget about this grip, at least for the time being. You've had so much practice with it that there's no need to focus on it right now. Instead, let's look at the extended tripod grip, which will improve how you start your drawings and result in more accurate finished pieces. Okay, hold your pencil the same way as before, but grip it a few inches away from the tip, closer to the middle. This makes the marks lighter and encourages us to use more of our wrist and arm, which creates looser strokes while drawing. This is important because you don't want your starting sketch to be rigid and tight, especially if you're drawing something you've never tried to before. Now, let's do some quick exercises with this grip. Hold the pencil near the middle and start making broad marks back and forth on the paper. The goal here is to create loose, uniform lines, which are great for those initial sketches and gesture drawings. We'll learn more about those later in the series. Now, continue drawing lines of various sizes and be sure to move the pencil at a comfortable speed when you make your marks. Not too slow and not too fast. This helps you stay loose when sketching and keeps your marks uniform. Feel free to change the size and angle of your lines while you do this. Next, we'll lightly sketch a few boxes and circles of various sizes to get used to the feel of drawing simple shapes. Now, fill in these shapes with light back and forth shading. This will help us develop more control. For the final exercise using this extended tripod grip, let's draw S curves in different directions. Start large and then make progressively smaller lines that resemble the letter S. These types of lines are seen frequently in nature, and practicing them will help us with drawing organic shapes like the human figure. Two other grips that I'd like to introduce you to that can help us achieve even looser lines are the overhand and the underhand grips. A key difference between these grips and the tripod grips is that your hand hovers just above the paper, so your movement isn't limited at all. This makes this grip especially good for larger artwork because you can reach freely all over the paper. Both start around the same position on the pencil, a few inches from the tip near the middle. The overhand grip looks like this, with the hand above the pencil. It's as if you just pick the pencil up from a surface and hold it with your fingertips resting underneath. The underhand grip looks similar to the overhand grip, but your wrist is turned so your hand rests underneath the pencil. This grip gets used more if you sketch with the paper in front of you rather than resting on a flat surface. Both of these pencil grips will feel pretty awkward if you've never used them before, but after some practice you'll really enjoy the freedom they give you. Outside of the tripod grips, I find I use the overhand grip quite a lot, especially with graphite and charcoal sticks. Now let's try a few exercises with the overhand grip. Pick up your pencil and hold it near the middle again, then start lightly shading back and forth. Be sure to keep the marks close to each other and use more of your wrist and arm to create the movement rather than your fingers. Also, keep your pencil angled flatter to the paper so you get broad coverage with your marks. This gives us marks that are good for shading and blending. Spend some time trying lighter and firmer pressures, smoothly transitioning from one to the next. For even darker marks, move your grip closer to the tip and apply firm pressure. These marks will allow us to develop a variety of tones, which is important for most drawing projects, but especially realism. Okay, now try drawing single lines by making loose, subtle marks away from you. Then make a few marks toward you. Also, change directions to really get a feel for things. Again, try not to go too slowly or quickly when you draw here. We want to keep the pace similar to the pace we used with back and forth shading, so the lines look more natural and smooth. Finally, let's change the angle of the pencil to make the marks thinner. Just bring up the end of the pencil so the tip points down more at the paper. These 4 grips are the more common ones you'll use in nearly all of your drawings, but there are more. Really, choosing the appropriate grip for your drawing comes down to what feels natural to you in that moment, so I encourage you to give all of them a try. These are especially good for quick sketches and studies and can help you warm up before a final drawing. If you only have time to practice one of them, go with the overhand grip. Well, comment to let me know what you think of these new pencil grips, and don't forget to subscribe for all of the upcoming drawing videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.